Alright, attack! Let's go! Hey, hey, hey! Hi! Welcome to Watcher DM. I'm Gabriel Hernandez. I am your resident local Watcher DM. And I think I need to close my door. So, as always, failure to begin as I begin. Hey, oh, shit. My bad. Alright. Welcome. So, today's stream is about a few things. I've kind of got them listed here. Some things that I need to tackle today. I don't know if you've noticed this, but my Twitch stream is where I get to work on some projects that are not my day job, that are hopefully better because I'm putting in, a couple hours when I can. So, I want to take a look here. So, BG, we don't need to care about. Roll20 tokens, I'm not going to worry about those until my art stream. I am going to try and hydrate my Roll20 board for Doom Desert today, so we'll try and get through that. Also, I gotta find out how to add SRD monster blocks to the Roll20 board. I think it seems like it should be fairly easy. Not quite sure how to do it, so I am going to do it. Holy smokes, I got a ton of followers on Facebook. So thank you and welcome to all my followers from Facebook. Thanks for joining me there on Watcher DM page. If you want to see my Facebook page, you can go to Watcher DM. Anyway, the last thing that I want to get to is the Karakua adventure that I've written for Forge of Storms is basically ready. I need to swap out some of the monsters in there, and I need to provide stat blocks for those monsters. Because while they are SRD, the monsters that I'm using come from the Kobold Press. So they're open gaming license. I'm able to use them, and I need to make the changes to my license file, and also add them to that. And then there was some new stuff, new news hit the D&D sphere, and so we're gonna probably spend a little bit of time taking a look at Strixhaven, and also what's it called? They just were selling it to me yesterday. Actually, tell you what, I'm gonna swipe this out here because they're trying to sell me the other one, the Curriculum of Chaos. So we're gonna put that on the pre-order. It's in the cart. Yeah, fine. Purchase for myself. Check out. I don't know why I have to fill this thing out every time you guys know who I am. I've literally spent thousands of dollars with you, you bastards. Why don't you know my name? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. D&D Beyond got my back. Gonna go ahead and pre-order that. Curriculum of Chaos sounds slightly interesting. I think we'll talk more about it later on in the stream. This seems loud again. I'm gonna bring it down again. But there is yet another book that is The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So this is a Feywild adventure titled The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, a wickedly whimsical adventure for Dungeons & Dragons, the world's greatest role-playing game. So, we are probably going to end up talking about that. The Wild Beyond the Witchwood. Or the Witchlight. I have no idea what Witchlight is. We're going to find out. So this is my list of things that I want to do today. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start with the Roll20 task. And Doom Desert and the Decanter of Delirium. Go ahead and pop into a pre-created... I've created a game already. Started hydrating some of it. And you can see here I've got the initial Roll20 map put together. So this is the kind of world map assets that we're going to use. I think they zoom relatively well. This is the maximum zoom level. So I'm relatively pleased with how this worked. But that is not the area I need to focus on. The area I need to focus on is this here. So this is the pros regarding the black sand. And what I need to do is go through the wrong one. Go through my GM binder for this same module. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this because I don't really need the... Well, actually, yeah, it will be easier to grab it from there. Alright, so Doom Desert. This here has a couple of things in it. One thing I want to know is it possible to create a link that calls a table from within Roll20? So let's search for that. Roll20 link to macro, I think. No, macto. Add hyperlink to macros. As I type a hyperlink into the macro so that when the macro is used, it will have so as it doable via the API. Okay, so that's doable with the API. Linking macros inside of macros. Macro for handout quick links. I'm not sure what this means, but maybe this is what I'm looking for. Okay. By the way, ETH on the move. Check it out. Heard it here first. Probably Probably not. It's actually on the way down. It's like 5% down for the day. I have a bunch of reference documents for my players in my game, armor, condition, name a few, via handouts, and would like to find a way to quickly link myself to them in-game so I don't have to search the journal each time. Is there a way to create a macro where I can click on it and then select which handout I want to open? Interesting. So, not at all what I was looking for, but interesting. Maybe this. Let's just look at how macros work, and maybe that will explain. Also, I feel like the answer is trapped somewhere in how this thing works. Like the handout text. So maybe we'll read this first. So Miss Barrington, link between journal entries. Whoa. What is this? Somehow I ended up in a totally different place, which is awesome, and at the totally right place that I needed. This is amazing. Duplicate handout button creates a copy of the handout. Okay, cool, that's fine. Archive handout, find, delete handout, organizer, journal entries. So, okay, it's folders and junk, no problem. Minimize it. So, journal options. Let's look here. Ooh, I can fiddle with an external journal, which is just fun to say, I think, at the bare minimum. External journal. This page section is about a Roll20 feature exclusive to Plus and Pro. I'm one of those. I bought the product. Journal command buttons. Within the bio and info and GM notes text fields of a character, or the description and notes and GM fields, text fields of a handout, you can create journal command buttons. Special hyperlinks that can output macros to the text chat when clicked. How the fuck do you do that? Just copy and paste an API command button or ability command button from the text chat into one of the aforementioned text fields. Okay, so it says here, we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna put it on. I need actually a curious question. I think I should probably. I'll just kill this, and then I'll bring it up. That way you guys can see. No can see. Oh shoot, you can totally see. Why can you totally see that? Transition. Oh. Schwamps. Okay, there we go. You don't really need to see it. It's just me getting. Okay, insert a link using the link button on the redactor toolbar. So let's edit this. We're gonna come down here, and we're gonna link this. So we add a link. It asks at the very start of the URL field, we type the backtick character and add in your macro code after the backtick character. Give your journal command button a label using the text field. Okay. So I'm gonna cancel this because I don't think I actually have a macro yet for this. So let's make one. So macro. Okay, maybe hold on a sec. So this is going to be Dreams of Serapho, and I want it to roll this table. So macros, and let's find roll table. Roll table, right down here, macro creation, roll table. Rollable tables, okay. A rollable table is a collection of items. Oh, interesting. So this is its own thing. Oh, I see. We can just put /roll. Fantastic. And to roll your crit failure table one time. Okay, okay, cool. So my macro would be this. Dreams of Serapha, right? Dreams of Serapha. Now, I guess what I'm getting out of this is if I cancel this and I don't make this, so let's just get rid of this. Let me delete it. I was trying to make it to do this because I didn't know if I could do that. But it looks like if I go to edit here and I go here and we link and I do backtick this and then the text is D12, we insert link and then we save changes. Okay. Okay, now how can we style that? I really want to style this and make it look prettier. Okay, so I think you can also use roll table in an inline roll in chat by wrapping it in double square brackets. Okay, so I think that may well be the effect I'm looking for here. So let me edit this link. Okay, cool. And I guess we can just, is that the thing? Let me look at this here. Oh, okay. So I guess we could just use the emote instead of saying roll. Just say emote and insert the link and save the changes and boop. Yes. A street urchin sells books of poetry to illiterate tourists. I believe it's supposed to say tries. Like this all actually needs to be updated, which sucks because I've updated it like 15 times. This is the pain of editing, my friends. Never become an editor. That's beautiful stuff, but holy smokes. Okay, let's actually just go right on ahead into the next thing. I don't want to mess with this for too long, and I think that this is fine. So I'm going to create a new, actually, I'm going to create a, whoops. Yeah, it doesn't matter what that's called. I'm going to create a folder, and we're going to call it Adventure Hooks. And we're going to put that bad boy down in here. And we're going to put this mysterious note inside of it. Or not. Get inside of my thing. Okay, there we go. The black sand, I think. So this is background. So we're going to add a folder called background. And we're going to move this down here. And we're going to put these in the background. So those are the background things. Now, there is, as far as I know, there's actually some alternate. So let's pile this in first. This is going to be called getting the party to the decanter. And getting the party to the decanter. And then, whoops. One way to start this adventure is to begin with the adventurers receiving a job. Okay. So, outside the pocket dimension. Okay. Pretty sure this is the thingamajig. And I'm going to put all of this into the DM section here. And we're going to get rid of this. Is to begin the... Yeah, ignore this. Dismiss. You're dismissed. So, when we start this adventure is to begin the adventures receiving a job from the coalition of Republicans, clergymen, and concerned citizen groups. Tell them they're on their way to the pub to meet with potential employers. There's been to this town before. They know it is a lively and vibrant place. Now, however, it seems like a dark and manic spirit has taken possession of the townfolk. The desperation of street vendors has exchanged an amiable tone for a seething need. Vagrants lay in the street completely dazed, yet without visible ailment. Crime, once unknown, is now omnipresent. Alright. So yeah, I think...
I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I'm just going to save this as is. I don't want to mess too much with it. It's fine. Later on, the plan is to go back through and find all these places where, like this says, they are in the area marked 01 and link it to the actual handout. So we will get to that part later. So that's getting the party to the decanter. We are on our way. Next, we're in the decanter. So this is decanter general features. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a folder. Decanter of Delirium folder. And this will go down here. So Adventure Hooks, then Decanter of Delirium. And then inside of this, we will add another handout, and this will be called, General Features. And this... Okay, so a couple things need to go in here. And the first thing I want to add is the let's see here. Decanter of Delirium, Roll20 assets, the scene diagram. Right, so this is the kind of key to the whole thing. And when we put in this, so we're going to grab all this, we're going to put this in here under GM view stuff, and then get rid of that, get rid of this. So this is the general features, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a table. Now this table is going to be, I think it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, yeah. So it'll be 2 by 10, and then we'll add some bottom rows. 13 should be, and then this will be key and location, and then we should just be able to splat this out so I can more easily move stuff around. Okay, maybe not. I guess we just gotta do this the hard way. So, Big O1 is the start. Big O2 City of Silence. You know what else I'm actually going to do? I'm going to pull my document out into another window so I can just transliterate this. I'm going to have to type it in anyway. O3, Amnesiac Library. Big O4, Ladder to the Sun. Big O5, Leprous Were Spiders. Big O6 is the Water Cave. And then we're on to I1, which is the Ruins of Serapho. I2 is the Sphinx of Black Quartz. I3 is the Oasis of Delirium. And I4 is the Saltwater Saloon. And then C1, a White Ziggurat. C2, Black Pyramid. Okay. So now we have our table in here. And we can delete this. This travel header here, I believe, is bold italics. That's what that's telling me. And that goes the same for all these. Kind of in the same range as the other. Actually, I'm going to make the distance between these shorter because these are the encounters, so they're kind of technically under the encounter section. In fact, I think in this context, I may even remove the bold and just make these in italics. So I think that would be fine from a structure perspective. The other thing I need to be on the watch for is things like this, which indicate that it needs to be bolded. And in this case, I'd like for this to be linked to the stat block. So let's look on the journal. So link between journal entries for PCs and named PCs, linking a compendium. Use the full URL in the link in the text editor, including the HTTPS part of the URL. Do not include bookmarks. Okay, so let's just do this now. So let's find. I'm in the. Is this not the external? Okay. Let me go to this, go to Compendium, and go to the Dungeons & Dragons Compendium, because that's the game we are doing this for. And then we will go ahead and type in Ghast. And we have the monster here, Ghast, and we can get rid of, I think it says everything after the hashtag. So we get out of that, and then in our Doom Desert here, we take this, and we add a link to it. And the URL is this, and we insert the link. Seems legit. That seems like it worked. So, same second verse, same as the first here. Let's grab this, we will bold it, and then we will link it. We will link it to, and I'm pretty sure this is just going to work, the wolf. Dope. Insert link. I'm not gonna lie, it may be better to extract these encounters, but we can talk about that. We can figure that out later. So then we're gonna take the random encounters here, and this is also going to be this way. And then likewise, this is going to be an 11 row table, right? I'm going to provide the visual table, 2 by 10. And I'm honestly going to start with just 1d10, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8, 9. Whoa. Oh, I only did 10. Hold on. I did 9. There's 10. And grab this. Come back up here. Over here. Boom. And then we just, encounter. A wind. I'm not that. He wrote it that way for a reason, I think. I want to fight those two-headed vultures. Okay. By 2 lengths of her vegetable soup. Alright. A barnyard-sized gecko droppings. Okay, and then, shit, this is supposed to be hyphenated. Why isn't it hyphenated in here? That's a legit thing. Do that. Flies off. Also a legit thing. What the hell? How every time I fucking look at this document, there's more changes that need to be made. It's so crazy to me that not only it's not like it's like every single time I'm using the same software to find my mistakes, and every time it shows me new mistakes. I'm like, was that mistake not there last time? Like, I don't know. So crazy. Okay, so then we need this to link up to, so I want to save this thing if I can. Where's the save button? Shmeesh. Does it just friggin' autosave? I'm going to assume it autosaves and close it. I hope that that is the case. Oh, no. Okay. Wow. Effing Big wow. Big bother. Holy shit. Oh my god. I shouldn't have done that. I should have copied it beforehand. I don't know why the fuck I didn't do that. God damn. You know what? I'm gonna do it slightly differently. I'm gonna grab all this, put it in here. God damn it. Alright. Can I do 10? Fine. Put some before. Doesn't matter. Right. Key. Location. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. C1 and C2. Alright. I'm actually just gonna grab all of these. And I'm gonna cut them out of here. Section, split line. Okay, I can't do that, but I can do this. Okay. Oh my fucking... Oh my god! Bunch of bitch. What the fuck? Okay, delete column. Wow. Useful. Great tool, Roll20. The fuck was that? Holy shit. Oh, that is so fucking annoying. I think I've never been that annoyed. I'm gonna put this in here and I'm gonna type that and I'm gonna tab and tab back or something. Like, okay, so what happens if I do this? Control X, Control V. Nothing. Nothing. What the hell? Alright. Enough crying. Just get on with my friggin' life. I will copy them over one at a time. God damn. This is ridiculous. At bare minimum, they should like allow you to easily. Does this even have like? No, there's no good table options. They're all shit. I'm not gonna lie. This would actually be a really good time to just say fuck it, and maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer. Fuck this. Fuck all this. I can put images in here, right? Like I can. Okay, that's styling. It's not gonna work because they're gonna want it in text so that it can be, yeah, so that it can be searched and stuff. It sucks. It super sucks. For my own boards, I wouldn't... This is bullshit. I'm so pissed right now at Roll20. For my own boards, what I do is I just say screw it, and I throw an image up here of the table. And then, like, you know, now I can put the macro down below saying roll. And it'll just roll. And make different handouts for each table. Which, not the worst idea I've had today, so might happen anyway. But, holy shit, what a total cock block. Hello, viewer number 2. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me today. Doing some fantastic, wonderful Dungeons & Dragons prep. So the prep I'm doing is setting up this Roll20 board for the Doom Desert and the Decanter of Delirium module that I am publishing with some friends as soon as we get the last piece of art. So... there is no such thing as 07, by the way. It is I1, I2, I2, I3, I4. And up at the top here, I need another row. And down at the bottom here, I need another tool. But yeah, so part of the process of creating a module in the modern day is supporting the digital virtual tabletops that many people have come to use, especially through the pandemic. And Roll20 is probably basically the most popular, I think, right now. Although I will say, having used Foundry, it's delightful. It's really a breath of fresh air. Possibly the actually most popular one might be Fantasy Grounds, because it's kind of been doing it for the longest. But I find that program completely inscrutable. So what you gonna do? So key location done. Okay. Oop oop. I don't. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah. That's what the delete key does. Selects everything. I'm so concerned about my shit. I just had to redo this like already once, and it wasn't fun either time. So I'm gonna save this now, just to frickin' have it in there in its current state. Oh my god, and now this whole thing's like freaking out. Okay, I'm reloading. This is ridiculous. Get out of here. Okay. General features. So this is this stuff. Fantastic. Now I can move on to the next thing in this, which is... And that's all in GM notes only, which is great. And the next piece of information to be inserted... And I'm just going to go ahead and actually, no, yeah, I know what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to put the information for the travel, illumination, and other stuff, like the little fiddly bits. Oops. So the actual general information stuff, because there's no doors in this dungeon, which is really weird. I think most dungeons have doors. So you talk about like the doors and like what the walls are made of. In this case, the walls are made of red glass. I suppose that's kind of worth saying, but it doesn't seem... I don't think it has that much of an impact. The biggest things to know in this whole module are like, where does the light come from if I'm in a bottle and not in the view of the sun? Things like that. And that's all discovered and talked about here. So visibility, travel, visibility, and illumination, which are good baseline topics for this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and save those changes, and then while we're here, actually, I want to go ahead and do, I think I'm going to do a handout for each place. So I'm just going to call it start, and I'm not going to get to. I don't think I'm going to have an image for this handout, but let's go ahead and slap the text in here. Remove font styles. Cool. The adventurers shoot down the neck of the bottle, ever shrinking, and hit a whirlpool of trapped desert air, which spins them around and sends them crashing into the black sand floor of the decanter. Have the adventurers make DC 8 strength checks to dig themselves out of the sound. Once the adventurers have their bearings, describe the scene to them. They are surrounded on all sides by massive red glass walls containing a black sand desert. In the middle of the bottle floats an inverted black pyramid with a waterfall crashing down. Okay, what? No. I've been through this. We're done. I am no longer making edits. Fuck right off. Okay, so this is the journal entry. Now the question is, how do I link between journal entries? Linking between journal entries. Mr. Barrington. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Can you fucking label them differently? It works both inside and outside the app and is smart enough to obey player permissions as well. Okay. Here, we will try that. So I'm gonna rename it to Big O1. I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna put it down here in the Doom Decanter. And then we're gonna edit this one, and we're gonna put this inside brackets. Save. And there's this. Hey. Dope. Alright, cool. So let's add another handout. This one for, Big O2. Pardon me. The City of Silence. Cool. So I'm gonna grab this text. We're gonna drop it in here in the DM part of this. And this is where I think things are probably going to get a little bit different. So, and I'm going to go back to the other one and touch this up a bit too. But basically, I think we're going to use header 1 for the title of the place. And then we will use header 2 encounters. Kind of love saying it that way. Do you guys have a word that you just like? No, I like it. I like it the way I say it better. It's like I have a cousin who says silverware instead of silverware, and like people have tried to change him, and he's like, "No, I prefer silverware. It's more civil." That's pretty cool. Nuclear versus nuclear is another fun one, I think, personally. I'm amused by it. So we're doing header. I did header 5. I think this might be better as header 4 in this document. Yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, it looks sexy. This, I don't think I told you to dismiss them. Don't ever bring it up to me again. Party must succeed in a DC dexterity stealth check when exploring the city or be forced to escape the way they came, taking 1d4 thunder damage. The Charade of the Whispering Harpies. kind of like, I know it looks a little crunched up, but I feel like it's, I feel like I'm constrained in space here, and I really want to like have it look nice. This though, I think we can get away with. Just do this and make this bold, and delete that, and then add a link. It says Harpy. We go Harpy, and then we grab this, copy it, paste it in here. I don't think it needs to be opened in a new window. It's fine the way it was. Yeah. Same thing with Bandit. Boom. And link. I don't know what happens if you open it in a new window. Maybe it is supposed to be open in a new window, and I was wrong. I'm relatively used to being wrong. I was married once. Easy. I can take my lickings. Alright, let's slap this in here. Okay, insert link. We're gonna test right now. We're just gonna see what the fuck happens. 1d4. So this, I'm relatively certain we can like link this and say like tick / roll. Actually, I think it's like you can just say like as you flee the village, the thunderous sound makes your ears bleed. Take. And then I think we can just do this. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but we're gonna find out. And then we can say thunder damage. And yeah, I'm gonna not open this in a new window, I think. I'm gonna save that. And then I think we can start doing this where I just block these out. And that should tag them, right? So, because you're kind of talking about it up a bunch of different locations, this should link them all up, which is hopefully gonna help. So we're gonna save the changes to this. We'll take a look at it. I'm gonna click this, see what happens. As you flee the village, a thunderous sound makes your ears bleed. Take 1d4 thunder damage. Okay, so it did the 1d4 part. Let's edit this again. Roll tables. So this isn't really like a roll situation, but maybe I need this like 1t thing, or like the double. Oh yeah, the double. Let's do that. Let's try that. This and edit this and do this. Double. Insert link. Save changes. Take 1 damage. Take 2 damage. Take 2 damage. Take 2 damage. Oh my god, that's so good. Alright, cool. That's super cool. I'm so stoked that this is working. And then Harpy stat block. Here it comes. Very nice. Able to get straight to the Harpies. Bandits. Same story. That's fantastic. Cool. And yeah, we'll go ahead and close that. I think general features is still fine. Although, now that we've got O2, Woe2, I can go back into here, edit this, and add our link to this key. Save changes. And boom, City of Silence. Okay, and those are bound, but they're bound to nothing right now because I don't have an instance of those other places, which is fantastic. So let's keep going. This is actually, I think this is going pretty well. Oh, you gotta stop doing that. I'm so used to using a Mac that when I come back to my PC, I'm like, oh yeah, everything's two keys are different, and they're enough to drive me fucking up the wall. It's ridiculous. Oh no, they changed my two keys. They changed my two keys. What's going on? Yeah. Calming tea. Calming tea today. Right in the gonads. Hello, viewer 3. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. I am setting up a Roll20 virtual tabletop board for the Doom Desert in the Decanter of Delirium adventure module that we are releasing hopefully tomorrow. I don't fucking know. I'm waiting on a piece of art for like a hot minute. My artist got derailed on some shit, which totally happens. Kind of sucks a little, but also like it's silly of me to presume that like any of us are professional anythings at this shit. Like publishing is entirely new, I think, to everybody who's involved. So, but this song is kind of bumping. Anyway, welcome to the channel. If there's anything I can do to make your stay more comfortable, please don't hesitate. Let me know. Ooh, that's fun. What is this track? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna love this thing. Clockwork Friends by Abstraction. I was hitting all my buttons. I love it all at the same time. It's like somebody said on my keyboard. Okay, so this one is complicated. This one's actually super complicated. So much so that I am loath to put it in a single handout. But I kind of don't have a choice because of the way that this thing's structured. Like, I can't have a handout that is a folder, and that's kind of what I want in this case. So, if anybody from Roll20 is watching this, or ever watches this, ignore my please, because you will. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Not like anybody's ever gonna listen to this and go like, oh yeah, let me get right on that, Gabe. Like, yeah. Alright, so the name of it's O3. It is the Amnesiac Library, which is one of the cooler places in the game, although it is actually not like, I don't know how to say it, like, it's not like it's not a like combat encounter. There's no combat in it. There's only one really big exploration encounter, which I kind of love about. I will do linkage. Do tick em. It's easy to lose track of time, even in a mundane libraries. Oh, even in mundane libraries. This one's enchanted. And then we say boom boom. Oh. One. Boom. Hours have passed. Alright. Grab that. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to insert. I don't think I want this to open a new window. Insert the link. Then here, we're actually going to do the exact same link. Boom. Except for 4. And not that. Insert link. And then, yeah, so that's good there. And then these are the secrets of the library. So this is a table. It's kind of supposed to stand on its own, and it will later. Like, I'm going to make a version of it that's just rollable. But Gosh, this is a little complicated, isn't it? Maybe the right way to do this is actually to just do the roll and then add these different these are like the secret titles, right? So just like link these values and actually make a section just for the secrets and put all those in there. That might be the better way to do this. But either way, for now, I need, so this is a 1d12 plus int modifier, so it's going to have at least 12, 13, plus the header, which is 14 rows and 2 columns. So let's go ahead and make us a table that is the beginning of that. And we'll go to the bottom here, and we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Don't put the one at the top. This is 1d12 plus int modifier, intelligence modifier. And then this is secret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's like a 12 plus. Alright. So Oubliette's Ghost. That up here in the secret. And yeah, I'm gonna try and link these so that I can kind of reuse, because I've God, I can't tell you how many times I've typed these fucking things out and changed the names of them and changed them in one place, not the other. It's been quite the ordeal getting this thing edited and done. But I do love some of these secret names, though. Ah, you're the devil in disguise. Oh, yes, you are. Devil in disguise. Oh. Hopefully that does not trigger the the nasty bots that go DCMA. Hello. Found in translation. I can God, so good. Silent flight, holy night, piece of cheese, wound so tight. Alright, in the beginning. What do you think about the beginning? I was recently writing some lore for my campaign setting Sildaran. I used to call it the Shattered Realm. I have since decided that I don't like the idea of, like, I don't know, that trope, the whole trope is I'm kind of over it. Like, it was great when I was a teenager, but if your world survives fucking 25 years of nerding the hell out on it, shit's not shattered. It didn't break it, so it's probably not even bent. So, giving up on the Shattered Realms moniker. I'll have to think of a new subtitle for it. But, I think you guys will dig it. It's pretty cool. Here, let me pop it up. I'll show it to you. So, on World Anvil, okay, well, it'll have me logged in, but I can pop over to the view, I think. With Winfrey? So, yeah, this is a pretty big, nasty, stonking page here with a bunch of stuff in it, but recently, I was looking through my stuff, and I realized that I had written Celeste but I hadn't written Abast. So there's actually 2 moons in Silduran. And I was like, well, what do the moons do? Like, from a divine, celestial perspective. And I already had kind of pinned that Celeste was the divine being of chaos and chance and the sister of Abast. So I determined that Sebast has said, okay, so basically I had to write Abast's article. So Abast is the largest moon of Silduran, and the celestial entity responsible for bestowing the gifts onto man that separate him from the beasts. She first gave man the word, which is the first magic, and how man understood divine will. She then gave man the magic of the hand, his ability to change the world around him as he sees fit. Finally, she opened his eyes to the magic of the world and his dominion over it. This final gift allows man to find the truth behind the nature of reality and use the first 2 magics to manipulate it. Her sister is Celeste. So now let's read Celeste's article. I think you guys like this. Divine being of chaos and chance and sister of Abast. Celeste is said to have hidden in each of the treasures to be bestowed on man a poison that would be his undoing. In the word, she hid the lie, that through deception and coercion, man would dominate each other. In the hand, hey, Joe's life, living that dream, just showing off some of the stuff I've made here on my taking a break from editing Roll20. But I'm gonna finish reading this here real quick. In the hand, she hid the love of weapons and war, that the tools man made would bring chaos and strife. In the sight of reality, she hid his view from behind him, so he does not see the things he destroys in creating what he wants. In this way, the magic of man was bent to his own ruin. So, kind of like the duality of having 2 moons. One who's like, here's the gifts of, magic, basically the thing that sets you apart from the animals. You're kind of a magical being, you can do all this cool stuff. And then her sister, who's like, I'm gonna hide in there some nasty shit so that they fuck it up. It's kind of, I like it better than the kind of, I guess Judeo-Christian narrative of the original sin or whatever. I kind of prefer this. So I wrote that, and I thought it was lovely. How are you doing today, Joe? Welcome to the stream, man. You living that dream today? Unguided learning. All right. So finishing up this table, unguided learning. Now I can get rid of this. Awesome. And so this tracks to all of the secrets of the library. Oh, nice. Nice. You got a subclass. What is it? Do tell. I'm happy to check it out, man. I think I'm gonna snip. Oh man, do I? Okay, I'm just gonna leave him here. We'll deal with it. If I want to pull him out later, I'll just have to do it that way. Oh yeah, you can just link the Google Doc. Tell you what, actually, would you mind shooting it to my email? Gabriel@watcherdm.com. You can send me emails there. I'm not sure what the protocols of the box I'm in, and I don't think I can. I don't know if you can if you could post links in chat. To be perfectly honest, I have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think so. If that was you. Well, it worked for you. I can't see it. Yeah, I don't think it lets, because I think there's some shit set up by default that prevents it from sending links. Doing time in a bottle. Ain't we all, brother? Ain't we all? Cool, thank you. What's the what class is it based on? Can you answer that in chat or? I'll have to crack open my thing here. Fighter? Oh, cool. Always need new martial subclasses, man. Check out. Let's see here. Go to my. Cool. Yeah, I gotta log into my my business email. Fuck me. Okay, made it. I have it on. Actually, I could probably just check it on my phone. I don't know why I'm even bothering to go to my computer. Unless, I mean, this would be nice if I want to bring it up. Bring it up on screen here. So. I will, in fact, do that. Let me just get over to that. Check email. And... I don't see it yet, so I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, I put in the email address correctly, so let me know if it bounces or something. I've been having, you know, it's been fucking 40 years or something since email was invented. It's still a pain in the ass to set up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, shit's pretty broken. Both keep an eye out and hopefully it'll pop up. It's also totally possible that something else happened. No, doesn't look like it. Huh, weird. Nothing. Oh, you know what else you can do actually? I think, so this whole thing is also on Facebook and YouTube. So also if you want to like show a link, feel free to comment. Like you can comment links on all this shit. So that's always an option too. And that way anybody who sees my shit sees your shit and they know that you know, we did a thing, we like checked each other's shit out. You know, tried to nerd together. You know what they say about people who nerd together? They need twice as many Doritos and... I shouldn't even drink soda and I can't eat chips anymore, so you can have my share. Oubliette's Ghost. Okay, so Oubliette's Ghost, this is going to be a header 4, I think. Seems good. You commented on YouTube? Alright, cool. I'll go pop that up. Check it out. Down. Video. Close that. Really? I'm not seeing a comment on YouTube either. That's so weird. Huh. Dude, what the fuck? The live chat, okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's entirely possible. Hold on. Live chat. Guard privacy and a bunch of stuff. Not what I care about. Participants. Yeah, I have no idea. It's not showing me. I'm wondering if because I just showed up there, it's not a thing. But I will tell you what. Shit, man. It's like, how hard is it to send a link on the fucking internet, I guess? Holy Jesus. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop my Discord in chat here. And I'm assuming, do you use Discord? I assume that's a thing. Yeah, you could tweet it at me. Exactly. But also, yeah, that's my Discord. So yeah, you can ping me on Discord. Joseph, like, where does your homebrew stuff come from? Like, does you have a background in homebrew, or you just like been running games a long time and like doing it, or what's the what brings you to the D&D homebrew nerd thing, man? Thirst and delusion. Thirst for delusion. These titles are good. They're good fucking titles, man. You just wanted to? That's cool. Do you play a fighter? Like, do you have a fighter that you're like, man, this guy sucks. I want a new subclass? Because that is a completely 100% legit reason to fucking do some shit like that. Oh, fucking K, I guess. What the hell? So I think your email finally came through, but I'm having a trouble with my bullshit online. Alright, yeah, fighter subclass, here we go. Shield damage, shield maneuvers. Interesting, so... Okay. So this is like a shield specialist class. Is that, starting at 3rd level, you're able to strike with your shield as a melee weapon with brutal force as a bonus action. Whenever you hit with a shield that you're proficient with and deal damage, the shield's damage increases by an amount based on your level in this class, as shown in the shield damage table. This is actually super similar to a rule, like a homebrew rule I already use for shield, because like it's stupid that a fighter can offhand unarmed, but he can't punch with his shield. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I usually let them, do the regular bonus action offhand with the shield, and do regular, offhand, like unarmed damage, and then this is like kind of an upgrade from that, right? So they can. Hold on a second, let me get your. Yeah, Shield Master. Actually, so there is historically. I remember, yeah. So this is kind of like a concept, like it's a historical concept. I like doing like historical. I'm a history nerd, so like doing like historical roleplay and shit. And so when I do like class, subclasses and stuff, I like to look like, oh, where does that idea come from? Where's the mythology behind it and stuff? Yeah, okay, let's check out the 15th level one then. I want to see this. So actually, let me go through the whole thing. I like the 3rd level thing. Okay. Shove a creature within 5 feet with your shield, right? At 7th level, you become one with your shield. You learn how to use your shield in the following ways. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's armor class bonus to any dexterity or strength saving throw you make against a spell or other harmful effect that targets you. So you get a +2 bonus because your shield's +2, right? I wonder if, I don't know, that seems like I don't know, that's cool. It's a cool idea. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw or to take only half damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect. So that reminds me a lot of the there's a rogue ability that's kind of like you take half damage all the time, right? Additional fighting styles. At 10th level, you can choose a second option from fighting style class feature, dueling okay. You can also gain proficiency with improvised shields. DM determines AC bonus. Interesting. So you can kind of use whatever you want as a shield. That's kind of cool. I've never heard of improvised shields. Is that like a rule? Is there like already is this a thing that already exists? Improvised shields. You made it up? Hell yeah, dog. That's the shit I like to hear. Okay, yeah. Somebody's like, has there ever been anything for improvising shields? That's a fucking genius idea, actually. It's kind of a lot of fun. I'm open to it. I dig it. I think it's a cool idea. Alright, shield wall. Here's the big money. This is the money shot. Shield wall at 15th level in a 15-foot cone behind your shield. You and your allies have half cover from ranged attacks if your shield is between them and the source. Your allies also have advantage on dex saving throws if you're between them and the source. While you have your shield, of course. Right. You have to have your shield the whole time for shield wall to work. That's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I would argue that yeah, so there's a problem with this. And the problem is the facing problem. Like, if you like, let's say you've got people to your right and people behind you and people in front of you, right? Like, I guess if you're keeping hard track of where your character is facing and you can only supply the support to people opposite that could work. But I could very easily, this would not work with like Theater of the Mind. This would require, like, this is the kind of thing that requires tokens, right? And maps. So cool feature, very cool idea. It's defensive in a way that I'm not sure if half cover is even necessarily. I mean, I guess it's fine because you can still use your actions and shit. I wonder if there's not like a version of this where like you can use your action to fucking just like, you know, like shield wall, like where you're like, no, I use my action to shield wall and everybody gets full coverage and you're just fucking running around with your shield blocking everything. At 8th Survivor, at 18th level, you attain the pinnacle of resilience in battle. At the start of each of your combat turns in combat, you regain hit points equal to 5 plus your Constitution modifier, minimum of 1 hit point. You don't gain this benefit if you have 0 hit points or if you have more than half your hit points left. At the start of each of your turns in combat, you regain 5 hit points equal to 5. So, that's powerful, because it's real healing, right? It's healing over time, basically. This I would actually consider broken, Survivor, like, just because you don't need, like, after 18th level, basically you're saying, like, you don't need a healer really, like, at all. Not, you know, obviously not. It's like regeneration on a vampire or a troll, right? They get back hit points in a similar way. Really, Survivor's from a different one? Which fighter subclass is it from? Let's see. Oh shit, actually. I think it's might be just right here. Hold on. Second win, action surge, Survivor. Fucking A, it's like core. This is for the martial archetypes. The champion. Huh? Holy shit. Then fuck it. That's great. You know what else you could do though with this, which I think would be more in line with like being a shield person, not like a champion, would be if instead of regaining hit points every round, you get you reset your temporary hit points to an amount that's equal to this, like, or higher. Like, you just get like a butt ton of like temporary hit points, and they're reset at the beginning of every round. So you don't like get healed from damage that goes over that, but it's like in Overwatch when you've got like a shield and you lose your shield, and then you kind of like every round it's like zzz, and it like recovers. Yeah. I don't know. That seems like an interesting way to play it too. But that's a cool ability, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a cool, sweet. This is a sweet homebrew, my dude. Do you want Do you want me to push it out on my network and give you credit and put your name on it and fancy it up and put it in the GM binder, do all the hooty blah blah? Or any feed is great. Sure. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, sweet. Let's kick it, like, and we can maybe pick out some art for it and snap it together and maybe do a little bit of cleanup on it. Does it have a name? It doesn't look like I've got a name for it here. Maybe I'm just Shield Master. Okay, Shield Master Fighter. I see. That's the title of the document. Got it. Shield Master Fighter subclass. Cool. Cool. I wonder what. Let's see if there's probably some amazing images out there. Shield Master Fighter. Images. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Is this? What's this? Don't show this again. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that right now. So this is another version of the Shield Master Fighter somebody's come up with. Oh, that's clever. That's interesting. This is pretty much what I do for Shield Bash. That's interesting. So this is... Interestingly, so this is SRD. Which means this is reusable. And it comes from the Fighter Folio by Total Party Killed Games. So worth looking at. Might even be worth changing the name of yours so that there's not a conflict in the SRD. But maybe not. Shield Master Feat Raw, Shield Fighter Guide. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too much out there for this. And then let's see some cool imagery here. Let's see if we can find some dope images of Shield Masters. I gotta say, the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen is like the Sentinel polearm bullshit. Polearm Master with Sentinel feats. You're just like, oh wow, cool. You've locked down the entire battlefield. It's ridiculous. But I could see a shield tank being a lot of fun too. God, the images for this are atrocious. Nothing good there. This is alright, but that's just a Shield Master feed. She looks dope. Actually, she kind of looks like she's pooping a little bit. Not to be crude, but fuck it. Sentinel Polearm Echo Knight. Right. Exactly. Yeah, you nailed it. Like the min-max, right? I'll take a min-max to the side of fries. So just fucking... Let's see here. It's kind of cool looking. Shield Warrior. Ooh, I kind of like that one. That looks like the image I would want to use, I think. Because it kind of gives you the impression that like he's got that like ability to now control 2 15-foot reach areas on the map. Yeah. Yeah, that's silly. Silly ridiculousness that is that combo. It's pretty dope when it works. Like it's amazing to watch it work. But it's almost on the level of like I've seen this, like having the party go fucking polymorph Tyrannosaurus Rex, cast fly on it. Like that shit's retarded. A flying Tyrannosaurus Rex is just the most ridiculous thing in Dungeons and Dragons. Snapping all over Mensa brains and like eating people. It's fucking crazy. You excited about the new content coming out? The Feywild thing that they got, Wild Beyond the Witchwood, and the new, was it Strixhaven? Strixhaven book? You seen the announcements for those? Alright, I'm not going to get too derailed here. What I am going to do is, for you, you might enjoy my character I'm playing now. I haven't seen them. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear about it, man. So we're here to talk about D&D and nerd the fuck out. Joe's Fighter Shield Master subclass. I'm gonna put you on my to-do list, and I have a feeling that I received your email eventually, and my yeah. So I'll use this email and I'll communicate with you like once I'm done streaming and stuff, and I'll pass you a proof basically, and we can go over it and hash it, and then once you like it, I'll just slap your name on it and I'll send it out on my Instagram and through to my people in the book and a bunch of different places. We'll get it out there and see if anybody likes using it, and provide some content for some people. And I appreciate your contribution, man. It's turns out like being a content creator is hard with a full-time job, so anything I can get that's like, cool, yeah, this guy Joe made this thing, please use it. Like, it just brings more people in, right? Gets more views. That's the game. 2021. If you're not famous, what are you? It's a weird world. In the beginning. So, if you're at all curious about what I'm working on here, 7th level Echo Knight, 7th level Trickery Domain. Who is a changeling? Oh shit. I have a clone physically fight and a clone to cast spells. Dude, that's so nasty. That's also super high level. Like, how long have you been playing him? Did he start from 1 or start from 3? What's his story? What's his favorite hamburger joint? Are they a he? It's a changeling, right? It's like, what are they? Who are they under the sheets? Or under the, I didn't mean the sheets, but under the stuff. Under the makeup.
And a writer are looking for somebody who brings everything to the table. Who brings the art, who brings their vision, and particularly who bring their brain to the table. So
want
that,
to
they're aware
break
of what they're doing,
free.
they're making conscious choices.
So, this that I'm working on is the module that I'm releasing, hopefully tonight, maybe like tonight or tomorrow. I think realistically probably tomorrow. Kind of no matter what, like tomorrow or the day after, because I'm kind of at the point where I need to like stop waiting and just release it. And that's interesting. I'm gonna take a look at this here and see if. Okay, so those don't link. It's 5-6 months. It started at level 10. Okay, yeah, that makes
feel
sense.
like they're downloading from the cosmos. You know, just let. That's how it came out.
Nice.
And, okay, great. Now let's make it better. But you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear.
I wonder, is this? I'm gonna take a look at this here and see.
When you don't want to change it.
It's
because you don't know
H4. It's just okay. So those aren't anchored or anything, which is fine. It's good to know. But
how- Yeah, not about
that means I
the
can't
ideas,
link to
but how you
those.
support the ideas.
F it. I'm just gonna remove these tags from here. Don't have to worry about it. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I am not a min-maxer. Not even slightly. I am kind of known for doing the other thing. But I also don't play a ton. Like I play probably, I don't know, once every 2 weeks. What's the new Warlock feat thing? I'm not sure what you're talking about. You said you're referring to something in Tasha's? So here, let's go crack open Tasha's. Down to know what you're talking about. Dismiss that. Sources up. Tasha's. Warlock. So, are you talking about the group? Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, right. Yeah. You know what though? It's interesting. So yes, nobody sleeps on that. Like I have a bunch of people who use that in my games, and totally powerful. You're right. It's super powerful, but it loses a lot of its power because a lot of DMs don't play Dark Vision the right way anyway. And yeah, I literally have a Shadow Monk that has that shit. He's like a couple levels of Warlock and a Shadow Monk, and he has that shit. Not my character, obviously, somebody else's character, but I've seen it played, and yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're not knocking characters down a peg by putting darkness at them, like at 10th level, right? Like, that's not the way to win. You're the DM and you want to challenge them. I don't remember. I don't remember if they're an elf with elven accuracy. Probably not. I mean, in adventure, probably not. But that sounds like a brutal combination. Sounds like you're pretty good on your, yeah. You know your stuff on the min-max shit, man. You just like sit and like nerd out and research all this shit. Is that your jam? It's cool stuff. I'm with it. But you seem to know how. Yeah, you enjoy knowing it. Yeah. I mean, that's legit as hell, dude. That's like, you love the rules. You go learn about the rules and do the thing. I honestly have mostly too many players to even pretend to know all the rules. Because I spend way more time doing encounters and writing and doing that stuff. My players, come at me with some shit from a book, and I'm like, okay, skim it, double check it, make sure it looks legit. As long as I understand how to play it in the game, I'm like, cool, yeah, pass. We're good. If it's totally homebrew, I'm like, yeah, let me sit on it for a week or two, and I'll take a look at it. If it's completely broken, I'll be like, yeah, fuck that. But all right, so 03 goes down here, and edit, and 03, link it here. Oh wait a minute, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't link it it's a just a regular old 03. But actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I think I can add all these now. But yeah, this last so I've been running a game now for coming up on a year and a half called Pixels and Pagans. It's like a West Marches kind of style game for my group called The Book on Facebook. And we so we've got like probably 60 or 70 different players, like oh no, I'm sorry. We have like 60 or 70 different characters. Like 20 or so, maybe active players. So when that shit pops off, Knives eye patch. Oh, Knives eye patch. Is that what it is? Cool. Is it just because of the sunlight sensitivity trait? So drow would be in that category too. If you play a drow, you don't want to get rid of sunlight sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's a sweet item. Oh, it's from Dragon Heist. Okay, yeah. Dude, that's sick. That's hella sick. Good call. Yeah, kobolds are kind of broken anyway. Like, I love playing kobolds. Actually, I love playing all monstrous races, to be honest. I have an adventure I've been sitting on for a while that I haven't released yet called Goblin the Musical, or Goblinoid the Musical, and it's all about monstrous races going to perform at their first show as a band. It's pretty ridiculous, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Alright, add the new one. Handout. Pack tactics, you have advantage on an attack roll against a creature if at least one of your allies. Right. Yep. That sounds right. So we're on Big 04. Big 04 is... Okay, this one is the Ladder to the Sun. So I'm just going to go here. Ladder to the Sun. Has some encounters in it. No, you're good, man. I mean, I hope you realize that at some very real level, I am here to entertain you and keep you from becoming bored. So if I'm doing a piss poor job of that, you say the word, I'll stop doing this, and we can do what you want. That's fine too. But this is also an opportunity that I like to take in my week to try and get caught up on some tasks, because I got to do this shit anyway, whether I'm on stream or not. And I got a day job, so day job knocks out 8+ hours a day. Oh, dang it! I didn't want to do that. Undo that. Can we undo that? Okay, cool. Ladder to the Sun. The corpse of a leper with masonry tools lays next to a series of ladder-like grooves in the red glass walls encircling this pocket dimension. The adventurers must succeed in a DC 12 strength athletics check to climb up to the sun gecko's orbital altitude. Failure results in taking 1d6 bludgeoning damage before you arrive. A roll of 5 or less means you do not get to the top. And then we've got encounters, which I think I have in here as header 2. This is kind of my my own little way of organizing my modules, because I find like a lot of modules just have like, you know, like map number, and then like dump, like it's like, oh, description dump, and then just like a huge fucking multi-paragraph thing of like what happens in there. And so I decided I was going to start doing this instead, where I take each of the different types of encounters that are going on inside, and I list them under their own titles. So Sunny Yesterday is the exploration encounter, Lamenting the Endless Cycle is the social encounter, and then Might As Well Be Walking in the Sun is the combat encounter. And each encounter, like, you know, they're all against the same creature, they're all, you know, with the same actors, but they can have different, you know, impacts and stuff. So anyway, if you're interested in getting this module, by the way, when I release it, so like I said, should be today or tomorrow, you can pop over to my website or my link tree, which should be linked somewhere around here. And if you sign up on my mailing list, that's where I'm going to be sending it out. And don't worry, I'm not going to like spam you or sell your mail or anything bullshit like that. Like, I actually just want to develop a mailing list of people so that when I go to do Kickstarters and, you know, develop new content, like, I've got a list of people I can hand it to and say, here, free, have some. And then the products, like, you know, for making money eventually are mostly going to be like the digital products, because you got to sell them on Roll20 marketplace anyway and shit like that. So that's going to be the focus. That is the focus, I guess I should say. Which is why I'm doing this. It's like, gotta get this whole thing done, so I can submit it. So Gold Dragon Wormling is in here. Gold. I wonder how they probably dashes. Let's find out. Wormling. Nope, page not found. I bet you it's underscores. Let's see if it's underscores. It's either underscores or actual spaces. Aha! It's underscores. Found it. One more Mimnex thing that I don't know how good it would be. An Arcane Trickster with feats. Spell Sniper and Telekinetic. So, I think the Spell Sniper just increases the range, right? Of the, of your spells? And then Telekinetic gives you, like, what? Constant Mage Hand or something? What's Telekinetic do? Telekinetic. 5 game. Feral Erudite. Kabang! Kabang back at you. Hello! Hello, my friend. Mein Freund. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for saying hello. Come into the hoo-ha. Oh, shit, I just totally realized I was only in the Twitch chat. Okay, I think we're good. I didn't miss anything. The other multi-stream chat. Hello. Telekinetic. 5e. Let's see what Telekinetic is. Oh, Tasha's, of course. I have a player who's using this. You learn the Mage Hand cantrip. You can cast it without verbal or cemented components, and you can make the Spectral Hand invisible. If you already know the spell, its range increases by 30 feet when you cast it. Its casting ability is the ability increased by this feature. As a bonus action, you can try to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. When doing so, the target must succeed on a strength saving throw. So I think what you're probably thinking is like being able to Mage Hand shove people from farther away. Is that the concept? So Spell Sniper. Right. Okay, yeah, let's look up Arcane Trickster. Let's pull it all together. Maybe this is your superpower, right? Is like coming up with crazy ass combinations and just throw them all together and make an article, write a blog article about like how to make this build and have fun with it. So the Arcane Trickster automatically knows Mage Hand. It's the default. It doesn't. I don't see anything jumping out here about. When you cast Mage Hand, you can make. Okay, so you can already make it invisible, which the other thing does too. And you can perform the additional tasks with it. You can stow one object the hand is holding in a container worn or carried by another creature. So you can put something in somebody else's bag. You can retrieve an object in a container worn or contained by another creature. So you can steal shit. And you can use thieves' tools to lockpick and disarm traps at range. That's broken dope. Is this even the right thing? Rogue Arcane Trickshot. I think this is what it is. This is the subclass. You can perform one of these tasks without being noticed by a creature if you succeed on a sleight of hand check, contested by their wisdom perception check. In addition, you can use the bonus action, your cunning action. So, this doesn't increase the range of Mage Hand. So this is regular Mage Hand. Telekinetic, though, gives you an increase of 30 feet when you cast it. Which, I think the default is... What's the default of Mage Hand? I think it's 30 feet, right? Yeah, 30 feet. So 30 feet plus 30 feet, and then... Okay, so this is actually where I think the thing breaks down. Is when you cast a spell that requires you to make an attack roll, the spell's range is doubled. Mage Hand does not require you to make an attack roll, nor can you. Your ranged spell attacks ignore half cover and three-quarter cover. You're in one cantrip that requires an attack roll. Choose. Yeah, I think that kind of breaks it right there. Isn't there, though... I want to say sorcerers have meta magic that allows them to increase the range. So maybe a sorcerer rogue, if that's a thing that you would want to do. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, that seems like a interesting way to go about it. Oop, I gotta grab my link here. So I'm gonna slap this in here. Slap, chop. Okay, so we got this gold dragon wormling, bold. When the sun gecko uses the gold dragon wormling stat block, it is huge and has spider climb but no fly speed. Discharges her breath weapon. She emits both at once by opening a translucent vertical eyelid, covering her sun and emitting a ray of unshielded sunlight from her eye head. Shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. This module is absolutely the craziest shit you've ever seen. And if you want a copy of it, go like get on my mailing list. It's free. I'm gonna send it to you for free with no strings attached, no bullshit. You just get this big, sick module. It's like 15 pages of pure, crazy OSR psychedelic goodness. It's nuts. Alright, let's make this rollable. Failures, yeah, 1d6. So, the way I've been doing this is EM. I've been trying to give them a little flavor, a little stank on it. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Okay, well, whatever. I kind of want to know what it says here. Okay, so, this is /EM. You lose your grip, falling to the ground hard. Take. Boop boop. Boop boop. Bludgeoning damage. It does. I'm kind of digging it though. Actually, I think this might have been the song earlier that I was like, hell yeah, this shit is dope. Out of the blue, I'm gonna plus it. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm using Pretzel. I think it's called Pretzel. so hopefully I don't have to Clockwork Orange, Clockwork Friends. Oh, was that the song that you were referring to? Okay, my bad. Alright, take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. The hell out of here. DC 12. Shmish. Okay, anytime I refer to a location by its number, I need to mark it. 6. So, Feral Erudite, are you also a dungeon master? Do you like a homebrew? You make a noodle? No? CC1. Yeah, on occasion. Excellent. Yeah. Not as much as you used to, huh? You don't DM as much as you used to, or you don't? Oh, Joe, you gotta get behind the screen if you want to make subclasses, man. It's all fun and games until you're on the monster's side. And you're like, what have I done? Why have I given them so much power? Alright. Cool. Those are linked. That's linked. Looking good. Now, Ladder to the Sun. This one gets an image. I get to throw an image on here. 3rd edition characters? Yeah, 3rd edition characters were good. I'll be honest, like, I started playing D&D back in 2nd edition, 1st edition, 2nd edition, and we were absolutely gaga for that shit. Back then, like, I would just waste... I basically failed high school because of Dungeons & Dragons. Like, I mean, it was involved. Like, there was drugs, there was other bad decisions were made. Dungeons & Dragons was the most time-consuming one of them, for sure. The funny thing is, I never spent money on D&D. Like, I didn't have money when I was young, so I was just like, I would buy used books. So anytime I could find a used D&D book, I would buy it. Which I ended up, you know, like, my friends' dads would be like, I'm getting rid of this collection. I'd be like, dude, I'll give you $20. He'd be like, $20? I was gonna throw it away. I'm like, dude, are you nuts? Give me that shit. And we're gonna run down the street with it. So, yeah, I managed to luck out with a bunch of old school books back then. Of course, I don't have many more. Like, they're all gone. Yeah, the D&D Beyond thing, man, it's so crazy. Like, yet again, another, you know, just how old I am, I guess. Like, when I first started playing D&D, nobody had a computer. Like, I think I was the only friend of mine who had a computer. And I barely used it because it was a piece of shit. And the internet wasn't like a thing yet when I first started playing D&D. Like, it just kind of didn't exist. Like, I knew it existed in colleges, I think, and like, it was like the military. There was an ARPANET, right? But yeah, D&D Beyond, total fucking game changer. Actually, to be honest, it's a total game changer. It sets up players to be like, you know, the players can play off of it, right? So it's fantastic. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not quite doing the DM things that I think. Like, it's done automation for the players that was badly needed, but I think there's a series of tools that we need to build that are for DMs, and I plan on building those. So if you're interested in that, that is my Sunday stream, where I'm programming a new project called Quest Giver, where I'm going to be building up a tool set for DMs. Specifically, it fits like alongside your VTT and alongside your like actual tabletop. If you're physically playing at a table, you would have this up, and it would help you to run the game and then manage the game before and after, and like keep track of things and like automate parts that are a pain in the ass. Because like, Feral Erudite, you know what I'm talking about when I say dungeon mastering is a fucking pain in the ass. It's great, it's a lot of fun, it's totally worth it, but to do it right, air quotes, is a lot of work. You gotta like take notes every game of everything that happened, and see, the thing is they're not gonna do that. D&D Beyond is not, like, so D&D Beyond is owned by Fandom. Fandom is interested in one thing: making money. The fact that they even got D&D Beyond like out is a miracle. The fact that it's been so popular and used is amazing, and they're very happy with that product. But when you look at the whole market for Dungeons and Dragons, what you have to realize is that 1/5 of your market are the dungeon masters, if that, right? You know, a bunch of people who are having a hard time finding a dungeon master, it's because there aren't a lot of them. So, like, for every one dungeon master, there's 5 players. Well, who are you going to try and sell stuff to? Right? It's not the dungeon masters. You don't give a shit what the dungeon masters are doing. You're like, good luck, buddy. Go use Roll20. Nobody cares about you, right? And Roll20 is happy to have their, you know, their stuff going on because they are likewise a DM and player tool where the, you know, players can buy stuff, the DMs can buy stuff. And so their marketplace, I think, benefits from that. But I can assure you, their market share is very different than D&D Beyond's, right? Like, D&D Beyond is like, we're D&D Beyond, we have all those users, and all those users are also becoming fandom users on other properties and stuff, and spending money there. So, I don't know. I mean, their encounter builder, like, they stopped working on it, and whatever that combat tracker thing that they're building is, it's garbage. It sucks. Like, it's not even kind of good. They totally missed the boat on it. So, I'd love to see them do something, but D&D Beyond actually does have a combat tracker right now, and it's not great. Like, it needs a lot of work. I mean, it's a fine start if you're just thinking about like tracking one combat. But this is exactly where the Quest Giver tool is kind of like, I'm designing it from the ground up to be flexible, reusable, and support like your actual game needs. By which I mean, like, if I say, okay, I'm making a scene, and this scene's gonna have a combat encounter, and that combat encounter has 6 goblins in it, right? Like, I don't want to have to sit there and name all my goblins, but I want my goblins to have names, right? So being able to quickly say, like, okay, just fill all the names for those goblins and get, like, them to be named goblins, and then have those named goblins actually be stored as NPCs in my game, so if any of them survive, they can, like, show up later and I have their name and I can point at what scene they were in that they got, you know, that they survived. So it's just crazy shit like that. That would be really interesting. You know, it's funny that you say that, Fairly, because I think 4th edition was supposed to be that, and the tech just lagged. Like, they didn't end up deploying any of the infrastructure for that stuff. And, yeah, there is a whole new market. Cheesebark, Nose Miner, Plug Knot, Goblin names. Oh, yeah. Well, no, so the idea is not just names, right? Actually, so here's the idea. I'm not gonna, like, go through the whole thing, but the NPC bit, those are fucking great names, by the way. Also, you missed Skizix and Pubis, 2 obvious goblin names as well. But, Cheesebark, God, I love that. Nose Miner, Plug Knot, fuck me, that's so good. So the idea is like, okay, so just imagine the NPC tool, right? So just an NPC tool. So if I'm like somebody who doesn't get to play a lot, or I'm just some user who likes making characters, right? Like say I'm Joe, right? I'm not a DM, but I like engaging with the content and I want to do something with it. So this would provide a portal for you to go and make characters, right? So you go and you make your characters. You can base them off of stat blocks for any existing SRD monster. Or you can even make them based off of like player kind of stats, right? Like an NPC that's like a PC. You make your little character, and say you make like a blacksmith or something, you know, and you give him a little bit of story, and you hydrate him with some stuff, maybe some interesting images, whatever. a DM can come along and search through our repository of stuff, or randomly get it assigned, if that's what he says, I want a blacksmith, and just picks one randomly, right? And as soon as he pulls it into his campaign and uses it in a game, your NPC gets XP and money from the interaction. And the idea is that eventually, like, the DM will be able to send out a survey after the game, and it'll have in it all the interactions with all the NPCs that the PCs made. And so if your PC talked with that that blacksmith, like, in their survey, they would get, hey, how did you like so and so? Did you know this about them? Right? And they could, like, rate your little guy, and that would give you XP. And so that's kind of like the ability to play the game on a mobile level, right? Where you're like, hey, I got 10 minutes, I can hop in and do some quick RP with my NPC, right? Without committing to like a 4-hour block of time to play. So yeah, I wish the D&D NPC would track all living NPCs at the start of the game, so you can pull back in old ones. Exactly. That's exactly what this is supposed to do. So it allows you to have a repository of NPCs that you can staple into your campaign. You get an instance of them once they're added to your campaign, and then they're in locations, like they exist in locations in your world. So if the party goes to that location, like, that NPC is going to be there. They're going to be in the scenes in that location, like, available right there on the same screen. So not only can you not forget about them, then you click on them and you go, oh, and here's the history of all the interactions he's had with this party. So the kind of shit a DM actually needs. Like, all this Roll20 stuff is great, but it's not structured very well for, like, what you actually end up doing in a D&D game, which is moving from scene to scene, encounter to encounter. Right, yeah. But even that NPC, right? Where does he go? Where does he run off to? Right? So let's say that you're saying, oh, okay, this guy fled, right? And being able to pick a location that he flees to, he's in that location now. So if the party ever goes to that location, or if you want him to move around, right, you can just go in and say, oh, who all's on the run? You know, tag him with on the run, find him, you know, move him around. So it's kind of like it's exactly designed for tracking that kind of shit in your campaign and bringing it up at a useful time when you're playing. Let me make sure that this is all good. I think this is all good. Oh, wait. Oh, exciting part. I was supposed to do the exciting part. I didn't fucking do it. You guys got me chattering. Chattering like a monkey. My chatter monkey. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Okay. That's why. This is the web. The hell? Hello? Huh. Okay, that was weird. Web. This is what you see. It's a fucking space gecko, dude. So good. So good. Beautiful. Oops. What the hell is going on? Nope, don't do that. Stop. Oh god. Not in the face. That was crazy. Okay. Now it seems to be working okay. Goody. Here we go. Alright, let's check the general features again, and let's see, did it update? It did not. This is actually what I was worried about earlier. So now if I save changes, I'm pretty sure, yeah. That sucks. It only converts them at save time. Weak saws. Let's try that. As you flee the village... Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. You lose your grip, falling to the ground hard. Take 1 bludgeoning damage. Cool. Alright, on to the next one. 05. Handout. Smoosh. Big 05. And I'm pretty sure 05 is the leprous wears spiders. Ironically, I think this is one of the only ones with a an actual like player-facing description that can be used, which kind of sucks. Race. In a redstone gully nestled amid black dunes, a small colony of lepers passes around a bottle of wine. Their leader, Lenore Laloon, invites the party to revel with them. After all, she says, it's not like we have anywhere else to be. Pretty dope. And grab the encounters.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
So GM shit and here. Say leprous. Where spiders. Holy shit. Do you guys know what time it is? I did not realize. We're already 10 minutes past my my stopping time. I usually stop at 8. But I'm having so much fun, I don't think I'm gonna. Adventurers who share their wine must succeed in a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or contract leprosy. The afflicted lose 1 point of strength every week until cured. Greater restoration. Adventurers who carouse, either by sharing the wine or providing their own, should make charisma persuasion checks, DC 12. Get rid of that, get rid of that, do that. With 1 success, the lepers will admit they are were-spiders. But it hardly matters, since there's no moon in this dimension. If the party does not already know, they will also mention that the pyramid holds the key to escape, though they cannot figure a way up. If 2 or more adventurers succeed in their charisma checks, or the party treats them pleasant enough, they will supply a salve of spider climb, as per their spell, for the entire party for 2 minutes. They will mention they regret not sharing the last of it with Eben Leplat, the leper who went splat in 04. And caution it will not last long enough to escape. If there are no successes on the charisma checks, a random player will get bit, playfully. And at no damage. Okay, it wants a comma there, I'm putting a comma there. I'm not going to argue with my Grammarly. Which will cause them to be infected with lycanthropy and turn into a were-spider until they're cured before the next moon. Now, you may be interested to know what being a were-spider is like, because that shit's not 5e SRD. That's not in the book. What the hell's a were-spider? So, the way it was described to me is were-spiders, unlike their wolf counterparts, when they succumb to their moonlit rage, they build traps. they go in like a trap building frenzy. All these spiderwebby traps everywhere. And so, if somebody contracts this disease, this stuff, they end up like, the party will just wake up in the middle of a fucking trap dungeon that's made up entirely out of spider webs. with no idea how that happened, just springing up around them, which I think is a hilarious idea and very worth the price of admission. Bandito. All right. Well, it is 8:15. I'm getting a little parched, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Get moving. I feel when you party so hard, you shit out of touch. Fucking yeah, dude. Ain't that right? I partied too hard with those fucking weird spider leper hobos, dude. I partied my literal ass off. I've got leprosy. And where's spiderism? And then the combat encounter, I called it, that's like 56 legs. Like, can you imagine, like, fighting 7 spiders? It's like 8 legs each. Yeah, anyway. For the math nerds in the group. Alright, save changes. I think we're good there. This encounter looks pretty okay to me. And I guess I can throw this down here. Oh, God, please don't fucking do this again. I did it again. Why did you do it again? Okay, go back there. Okay, no, not what I was trying to do. How about now, Rocco? Okay, we good. Alright, last one, 06. What do you got going on for the night? Feral erudite, what are you off to? What's your particular flavor of bean soup? The water cave. Water cave. A saint? A sinner? A sacrilege? Playing cards? What kind of cards do you play? Bids? No, I've never heard of it. Is it a card game or? Oh. I mean, let's find out. Oh, interesting. Oh, how cool. It looks kind of like Uno or something, right? Slow night at what? Like, are you at work or something, or just not a lot going on? I mean, it is a fucking Tuesday. Like, to be completely fair, doing anything on a Tuesday night is rare enough. Now, just chilling. Cool. Do you play, like, any video games or anything? Like, do you play any card games, like, online? Tuesday, Blues Day. I play me some Hearthstone if you're ever into a kid's card game. Yeah, not really. Okay, cool. Two. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a little expensive. Scrolls Partisan. Is Scrolls another? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so fucking out of touch with shit. Scrolls card game. Oh, Caller's Bane? Is it Scrolls? Moshan? Is that what it is? Like this? Huh. I didn't know this was by Moshan. Oh, snap! Raynell Rose, Campa. Thanks for the follow, friendo. Fucking sweet. So all my peeps on the Facebook coming to give me some love. Appreciated. So funny how, like, dead that social network is. pretty addictive. They can't spend the money to be competitive. Yeah, I think that's like the same story with Hearthstone. Is like the normal play mode is a pretty expensive endeavor, but the Battlegrounds play mode is fucking dope and it's cheap as dirt. Literally, like, you don't have to spend any money to play in Battlegrounds. And Battlegrounds is more like an auto chess kind of game, which is actually, I think, more fun than the card game, the original card game. So I mostly play Battlegrounds when I play it. It's pretty sweet. It's, you should, like, if you're down to check out Hearthstone because you're buddy or whatever, get the game, play the battle mode. It's got. I'm gonna have to show you because it's like not even fucking obvious what it is. It's so stupid. Basically, there's a modes button. You click on that, and then there's like 3 options, and it's the one in the middle. I know that sounds stupid, but legit, like that's the only. Because otherwise, I don't even think it says Battlegrounds on it anymore. Like, or if you mouse over it, it might say it somewhere. But it's just these big fucking icons. So yeah, check it out. Let me know if you enjoy it or not. Also, yeah, don't forget to follow and check me out and go to my website, sign up for that email list to get you a free module, hook you up, and yeah, dude, have a great fucking night, man. Have a good Tuesday, and thanks for the support. I'll see you later. Smoosh. Dude.